Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers you, and welcome to another video. Bit of a departure from my normal sort of stuff, but something that is happening to us, and yeah, it's a little bit weird and unsettling. Right, so in April we are going away for a little 4-day holiday, little break, just me, Mrs G and the two little ones. And we're going down to Torquay, and for the first time ever we thought we'd have a go and try one of these Parkdean Resorts. We normally go to Haven Resorts. We always like Haven holidays. They're useful because we like spending time and our money in the United Kingdom when we go on holiday, try and support local businesses and such like. So but we just thought we'd try Parkdean. So we booked the holiday, no problem at all, deposit paid, and we've paid in full. Okay, which is just what you would call a normal standard holiday. Until yesterday, Mrs G, because it's booked in her name, got an email from Parkdean. And funnily enough, this only comes after we've paid in full, obviously, therefore making it a bit difficult to do what we wish we could do right now, because Parkdean emailed us to say that we have to pass an identity verification test, i.e. we have to prove who we are so we can go on holiday there. Now, the big issue I have with this isn't mentioned in their terms and conditions or anything. No mention of it in the booking until you've paid in full, because now they know that if you say I don't want to do that, you can't cancel the holiday. Well, if you do, you lose all your money, and you have to go through an independent verification test with, I think it's Yeto, I'm sure it's Yeto, and they're a government-run organisation, and you have to pass this ID test, because if you fail it 3 times, you can't go on holiday, and of course you lose all your money, which already smells like a heck of a scam. Now, the reason Parkdean give this, and they've only just kicked it into the last 2 years, and again, you have no warning that this is going to happen until you've paid your final balance. And apparently it's to protect you from fraud, you know, where somebody has fraudulently booked themselves a holiday. Yeah, fraud and identity theft. The fact that me and Mrs G, and we'll end of this month, will have been together for 16 years. For 16 years, we have been tootling along, going on many holidays. We try and have as many holidays as possible. Usually we have one big family holiday where it's me and Mrs G and the little ones, and every April we also have just me and Mrs G. We go away for a week on our anniversary. It's something we've done for the last 16 years. And we love doing it. It's just a week where it's just our time, which I think is a nice touch. And we go all over the country. We don't go abroad, as I said. We'd rather spend the money. And in those 16 years, and well, you got to at least double that, 32 holidays, never ever have I had to take an ID check. In fact, going all the way back as far as I can remember, never had to have an ID check to go on holiday. But no, Parkdean, you have to have one. Now, as we were discussing it last night, me and Mrs G, because we had the email yesterday evening, if we'd have known this, we wouldn't be going to a Parkdean holiday, because why am I having to verify who I am just so I can go and spend money? Or in reality, let's be right, I've already spent the money, I've already booked the holiday, and now I have to have an ID check, so I've got no choice. And that's wrong. Now, some people say, oh, it's only an ID check. But when you read it on the site, there are many people who have had these ID checks and they failed them. How, I don't know. And they've ended up losing their holiday and their money. Oh, and the other thing, of course, is you can't phone them to challenge this. You can only email them, which is also a bit weird. I mean, literally, I don't know whether I'm going on holiday or I'm being enrolled in a prison camp, because I don't understand the requirement for identification, government approved and run identity test to go and spend 4 days in a caravan. And I'm going to look more into this. And if anyone out there who watches these videos had this experience with Parkdean, please let me know, because I really am genuinely going to look into this, because for one, I think they're breaking some sort of advertising rules, because they don't mention it, and we've gone through everything. They don't mention about this ID check until after you've paid your final balance, which means if you cancel the holiday, you lose your money. So they're forcing you to have this ID test, whether you like it or not. Now, some people may go, well, if you've got nothing to hide. Well, that's beside the point. I'm going on holiday. And if you can show, apart from, before I get some smarmy arse, go, well, if you go abroad, that's different. But if I'm holidaying in this country, I shouldn't have to prove who I am in case I fraudulently booked a holiday. Remember that these holidays, you have to book months in advance. I mean, the holiday we're going on in April, we booked last year, and you have to pay like a deposit and then an instalment, a final payment. So it takes months to do this. So if I fraudulently hacked somebody's bank account and had done it to book a holiday, the other person would have already realised this and cancelled it. Doesn't sit right. Doesn't sit right with me at all. And you can let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. And I am genuinely interested, because I think this really does need to be challenged, because it just doesn't sit right. And they are the only holiday company that insist on ID check. And it's also, if you fail the ID check when you get there and the system doesn't work, you can't go on the holiday camp. So I could drive all the way down to Torquay for nothing. Any case, 2 videos popping up on the screen. One will be the last one I uploaded, the other one will be the chosen one, the one that the gods of YouTube with its mighty algorithm will have selected for you. So don't deny the algorithm. If you agree with what I say or like what I do, just hit the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and as I've already said, hit me up in the comment section. Any case, enough of that. I am done. So until the next one.